All right, chat. Today we're going to be watching a Fern documentary. Now, I saw this the other day. It was age restricted, but it is called "How Cops Robbed the Dark Web King." It's no longer age restricted, so I think we can react to it. And yeah, Fern. If you don't know Fern, I mean, he's one of the best, animation documentary channels on YouTube. So definitely going to be a good watch for sure. And yeah, let's get into it. Make sure to sub to the YouTube channel. Follow the Twitch. That's where we're live right now. StoryofMike with 2 eyes. But yeah, let's get into it.
It's 11 a.m. 47-year-old Curtis Green is washing down some powdered mini donuts with a bottle of Coke. He's home alone when suddenly his doorbell rings and his two chihuahuas start barking. Surprised, Green gets up and grabs his wife's pink walking cane. They live in a suburban neighborhood in Spanish Fork, Utah, and don't get visitors often.
I wanted the clip farmer to say, why somebody say lazy?
Hurrying away from the door. But he looks weird. Instead of a full uniform, he's wearing the US Postal Service jacket with jeans and sneakers. And instead of the normal posting van, he's heading to an unmarked white van parked across the street.
Interesting.
Nonetheless, lying on the porch is a book-sized package. It has a Maryland postmark on it, but no return address. When Green picks it up, he can feel how heavy it is. He examines the package.
This detail is
Then
crazy,
he limps over
though.
the lawn to his trash can and simply throws it away. Then he goes back inside and closes the door. But he doesn't trust his gut instincts for long. After a few minutes, he brings the package inside.
What was in the box? He's got to see.
One cut is all it takes for a plume of white powder to fill the air and cover his face. At this exact moment, the unlocked front door flies off its hinges. A swat bursts into the living room. The package contains over 1 kilogram of high-quality cocaine, stamped with a red dragon. Green drops it and gets down.
Yo, he got too curious.
Resisting. Officers search him at gunpoint and find $23,000 in cash in his fanny pack. They seize his computer, Bitcoin.
Wait, okay, this is moving too fast. Wait, so all he had to do was just keep it in the trash can and he wouldn't have got caught that day. And he could have just been like, he could have went to go hide the money. And, oh man, he got the best of him. And they got a picture right here of him like in real life, 2018.
Curtis Green is arrested on cocaine possession with intent to distribute. He has just been the target of a controlled delivery sting operation by the Marco Polo Task Force.
Okay.
A special unit operating out of the Baltimore Homeland Security Investigations Office. It was assembled to bring down one man, Dread Pirate Roberts. The mysterious figure behind
Okay, so
the
it wasn't
dark
even
drug
him.
Empire, the
Silk Road.
And
I feel like we've heard so much about the Silk Road, bro.
Green suspects that being a high-level moderator with access to the inner workings of the infamous site makes him extremely valuable to law enforcement. As long as he cooperates and DPR doesn't find out, maybe he'll be alright. What he doesn't know is that one of the agents who just busted down his front door
is a double agent.
Frame him for stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from Silk Road vendors. And his partner will torture Green and force him to help bring down the biggest online drug market in the world.
Oh my. Alrighty, Fern.
Hey, do you enjoy our videos and work in journalism, or even better, video journalism? We're looking for an experienced writer to join Fern as editor-in-chief. You can find all the details on our new website.
Goodness, they went from like, they're like really going for it.
Book American Kingpin by Nick Bilton.
I wonder where Fern's gonna be at like the end of the year. They're like cooking now.
These are Special Agent Carl
more than they
Force
were
and
before.
Special Agent Sean Bridges. Force is DEA, in charge of the unit's undercover operations and drug-related crimes. He's a veteran with over 15 years of experience under his belt, some of which he worked as an undercover agent. He's no stranger to crafting elaborate personas to avoid detection, infiltrating criminal groups, and dismantling them from the inside out. Bridges is Secret Service, specializing in computer forensics and Bitcoin. For the past 6 years, he was part of the Secret Service's Electronic Crimes Task Force. He has plenty of experience conducting forensic computer investigations to locate and identify targets. He's also well versed in the anonymity software Tor.
Oh man.
Tor, or the Onion Router, was developed by the US Navy.
Y'all watch Visual
It
Venture.
takes
I know a
specialized
lot
software
about
that makes it practically
dark
impossible
web
to
theories
locate
and
the
stuff
computer's
on that.
hosting or accessing websites on the network. It's the backbone of the dark web and used to access sites not found on the public internet.
Yep.
Sites like the Silk Road, the largest online black market in the world. Here, vendors sell illicit goods like drugs for Bitcoin. And the two agents just got one step closer to bringing it down. Together, they're sitting behind the computer of Silk Road.
I wonder,
operator
was this
Flash,
stuff blurred
otherwise
earlier?
known
Like
as
when
the
he
scared
posted
old
it? Is
man
that
still
why
being
it's not age
interrogated in
restricted?
the other room. He is one of their first major arrests in this case. A breakthrough. Terrified, Green gives the officers direct access to one of his accounts. They immediately
Bro,
change the
folded that
password to
quick?
secure it.
Bro, they still in your house, gang. He folded that. I mean, shoot. What do you want him to do, though? Like, he's got to fold. I mean,
Green is a bigger fish than they originally thought. Special moderator privileges given by DPR allow him to change people's passcodes and lock them out of their accounts. But
wow.
that's not all. Digging a little deeper, they discover that he has access to the Bitcoin of all users. Hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin.
He's got access to
With a
people's
digital currency
money.
that was considered pretty much untraceable at the time, it's surprising that Green has this much trust. He could easily steal the money and run. But it's clear that, for some reason, Green is deathly afraid of his boss. As he's being taken to the squad car, he begs the agents not to take him to jail. Agent Force just finds his begging pathetic. He puts his number into Green's phone, tells him to call when he gets out, and sends him on his way.
Interesting.
Moderator account, and one thing becomes abundantly clear. On the Silk Road, he's a top lieutenant. Exactly the type of informant they hoped to flip with their sting operation.
So they
meet
really
with Green
caught
at
like the
Marriott
main
Hotel in
dude
Salt
that they
Lake
needed to
City.
catch.
There, the agents give him the new password for his account. As long as their mole acts like nothing happened, everything should be fine.
But let me guess, it didn't happen that way. Chapter 2.
This is Dread Pirate Roberts. He's the mastermind behind the Silk Road and one of the most wanted men on the internet. His
2013.
identity is a mystery, but his mission is clear. To create global enterprise whose purpose it is to empower people to live as free individuals. He often posts about his
I think Visual
libertarian
Venture
ideals
made a
in
video
chat
on
rooms
this
and
dude.
Silk Road forums. He talks about Austrian economics and agorism, the practice of engaging in black market activity as a form of non-violent revolution. He frequently makes his distaste for government regulation heard. Those on the inside support his vision, by any means necessary. At the moment, he's staring at a message from one of his moderators, Inigo.
I detected a possible theft of approximately 20,000 bitcoins. I think the funds were stolen by Flush. It looks like he reset the passwords of individual Silk Road users.
A bunch of Silk Road vendors have just been robbed. At the time, 20,000 bitcoins are worth about $350,000. He knew that something
That's
was
worth a
up
lot
and
more
flashed
today.
in and logged in for work.
Why aren't you clearing out your account? Get back to me ASAP.
To confirm his suspicions, he pulls up the photocopy of Flush's ID that he asked for when he hired him. A quick Google search of his real name leads him to a website
That he was
cataloging
arrested.
recent arrests.
Yeah.
It confirms his worst fears. One of his top lieutenants is compromised, a man he thought he could trust. Did he start stealing because the feds are onto him? Grab some cash and make a run for it?
Or did
It
the
doesn't
feds?
DPR knows he's left with three options. Scare him, beat him, or kill him. And he can't do it alone. It's a job for someone with connections in the underworld. And one man immediately comes to mind. A Silk Road user he has gotten to know well over the past 9 months.
Okay.
Rob is a cartel operative and high-rolling drug
I'm gonna
smuggler
call
from
it
the
now,
Dominican Republic.
and I'm not saying
He
this. Oh man, I don't want to like say this because I think I might have heard the story because Visual Venture makes these videos, like similar videos. I've reacted to his on the channel. But I could have sworn, chat. If I'm wrong, then I'm just wrong. If I'm right, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure this is a federal agent being a double agent. I'm like almost 100% positive that he is like a double agent.
contacted DPR on Tor chat, offering to buy the business.
Yeah,
But the
okay,
nine-figure
yeah.
valuation that DPR countered
I just
with was
spoiled
a
it.
bit
Goodness.
steep.
Yeah.
The deal didn't go through, but the two men never stopped chatting. Knob is clearly an admirer of what DPR has built and was quick
That
to
should
give
have been a
advice.
red flag,
With over
bro.
20 years experience in the drug business, he's a wealth of information and a man with connections.
Oh, it's the
Just
dude.
the kind of man DPR needs.
It's the dude from
to carry
earlier.
out his dirty work.
I have a problem that requires
And he's gonna
violence.
tell, and he's gonna
One of my
ask to
employees
put a
stole
hit
from
on
me.
him, but it's the
Not a
agent.
lot, but it pisses me off to no end.
Do you want him beat up, shot, just paid a visit?
I'd like to beat him up, then force him to send the bitcoins he stole back. Like, sit him down at his computer and make him do it.
Who is it and where is he?
I'll send you his ID.
Oh man. Wait, they're gonna show us now? They do. Okay, we're right. Okay.
Carl Force is sitting in the Marriott Hotel, staring at
Oh,
the
wow,
ID
they're,
of the
like,
man
next to
sitting
him.
across the table from him, eating French fries. Curtis Green. Force and his partner Bridges have just completed a 2-hour interrogation with their informant. His lawyer had also been present but left early, instructing Green to just tell them everything he knows. Working undercover as the South American drug smuggler Eladio Guzman, or Knob,
Yep.
has been relatively fruitful so far.
Yep.
Force used it to orchestrate
Hey, we called it, chat. Hey, and it wasn't even like I spoiled it. It was the next thing.
the sting operation that led to Green's arrest. He offered to supply a kilo of cocaine to a buyer through DPR, who proposed Green to act as the middleman that would hold onto the coke for the buyer. That worked like a charm. But Force didn't expect it would lead to this. He didn't think Green had the balls to steal from his boss, especially right under their noses. He looks up from his laptop.
You stole money from DPR?
Green looks up panicked.
No, you gotta be kidding me. I wouldn't even know how to steal a penny from him.
At first,
Bruh.
Bridges is quiet.
Like, bro,
jumps in.
we obviously know you
Just
did.
admit, you stole the money.
The men know that with just a little bit of pressure, they can get their new informant to agree to anything. And Force has a plan. They just need one little signature to put it into action.
Okay. Chapter 3 to hit. All right, chapter 3 of 5, I
Agent
think.
Bridges is standing in the door of the Marriott Hotel bathroom, watching Curtis Green get waterboarded.
They
After all, he
waterboarded
agreed to it
him.
in writing. When his partner got that message from DPR, Bridges knew it would play right into his hands. Blame the informant for the theft, carry out a fake hit for 80k in Bitcoin, and use it as evidence to put DPR away. None of the other men in the room will ever know that the real thief is Bridges himself.
I swear,
What? Wait, I don't think Visual Venture covered that part. Wait, no. He might have. That's crazy though. It would wait. Does he steal it like wait. No, he did cover it. Definitely did.
Admit it! Stop trying to protect DPR!
The third agent dunks Green's head underwater over and over
Oh my
as
goodness.
he struggles violently, screaming bubbles. Green is begging the men to stop, but they have to make it look real for the camera. After all, DPR requested photo evidence from Knob. Force takes photo after
Okay.
photo, and Bridges just lets it
Yeah,
happen.
that definitely was
The
blurred
funny
in
thing is,
post.
if he
It
hadn't
definitely
stolen
yeah, that's definitely why it's not age
the
restricted
money,
anymore.
Green never would have been a suspect for the theft, and Force never would have gotten such compromising messages from DPR. With his background in blockchain tech, stealing the Bitcoin was easy. He logged
Okay.
into the Flush moderator account and used its administrative privileges to reset the
Oh, yeah,
passwords
this
and
is what I
pins
said.
of
Okay,
several
yeah,
Silk
yeah.
Road vendors.
I got the
He then
agents
emptied
mixed
their
up.
accounts and moved 20,000 Bitcoin to a private wallet. He knew he had to hide his trail, so he rapidly
Yes, sir,
transferred the
BK.
Bitcoin through multiple digital wallets to the Japanese crypto
Silk
exchange
Road.
Mt. Gox. He is storing his loot there for now. And by a stroke of luck, Green turned out to be the perfect little scapegoat. The man is spluttering and crying on the bathroom floor. He's dunked 4 times to get the shot. But while the agents are busy pretending to carry out DPR's orders, the Silk Road Kingpin has a change of heart.
Okay, so you can change the order to execute rather than torture? He was on the inside for a while, and now that he's been arrested, I'm afraid he'll give up info.
The
Oh,
order
no.
to torture is now an order to kill.
Wow. Chapter 4 to proof. Now they have to
DPR
kill
is
him.
staring at the picture he just
In
received from
GTA.
Knob. A lifeless, overweight body, pale, wet, and covered in puke. A few days earlier, he had gotten confirmation that the hit was complete. Green was waterboarded, almost drowning once, but kept alive with CPR, just to be tortured more. But before Knob could get the money back, Green died of asphyxiation and heart failure. The description was disturbing, but the picture confirms the story. DPR saves it to an encrypted folder and transfers the second half of the 80K in Bitcoin to Knob. The job is done.
Okay.
He knows it was necessary to protect his business. What he doesn't know is that it will also be his downfall.
Yeah.
Because Green didn't
This was
die
so
in a pool of
crazy.
his own vomit. He played dead in a pool of Campbell's soup.
Oh crap.
Now that Green is dead, or rather laying low at his home in Utah,
They can still
Force
use
is
him.
back in Baltimore. He's sitting behind his DEA-issued laptop, continuing his undercover work as Knob. After 15 years of working on the front lines of the drug war, he's gotten pretty good at creating alternate personas.
Yeah.
Compared to his old undercover roles, pretending you're someone else online is easy. He just threw on a dark hoodie, put on an eye patch, and held a sign reading "All Hail Knob," asked his daughter to take a grainy profile picture, and voila, he's a South American drug smuggler. He spent a lot of late nights sitting in his lounge chair, cultivating a friendship with DPR. They talk about everything: diet, music, family, personal
That's
issues,
crazy that
the
that's
drug
all it
trade.
took
Force
for his
even gives advice
profile
on
picture to
30
look
second escape
realistic.
plans, legal counsel, and moving to another country. It takes months for DPR to trust him, but once he does, his efforts pay off. Now they have damning evidence that DPR paid someone to murder for him.
Yeah.
Still, it's not worth much if they don't know who the man behind the mask really is. But Knob
And they
sees
catch him in a
firsthand that
library. Oh, I
DPR is
gotta stop
beginning to show
spoiling,
cracks.
bro. I didn't
With
realize
his
it was the
first
same
murder out
story.
of the way, he becomes more fanatical and eager to hand out punishments. Force knows it's only a matter of time before he slips up and gets caught. Homeland Security, the DEA, IRS, and the FBI are all claiming jurisdiction over the case. Illegal narcotics being
Yeah.
sold, packages crossing borders through the mail, transactions hosted on servers, Bitcoin being laundered.
He's pretty much most
Silk
wanted
Road
at this
represents
point.
a new wave of crime that somehow touches on the purview of each agency. And they all want the glory of bringing the site and its
Down.
mastermind down.
Yeah.
So Force has to capitalize before the inevitable arrest. He saw how easily DPR would transfer 80K to a sanctioned government wallet for the supposed hit on Green. But why not get more without them knowing? Just like Bridges, he assumes the nature of crypto will allow him to steal without getting caught. So he moves his conversations with DPR to an encrypted chat his colleagues don't have access to.
And this
In
is
June, Knob sells DPR some fake IDs for 400 Bitcoin, which he likely needs to evade police and to rent more servers to handle the rapid expansion of his empire.
interesting.
In August, Knob introduces him to Kevin, another persona he created. A corrupt law enforcement official who could sell DPR insider information on the ongoing Silk Road investigation. For 525 Bitcoin, he
Oh,
does
and
just
this is
that.
where it gets all
Then Force
complicated and
creates
everything.
Even more fake personas. French-made. For 100K in Bitcoin, he provides insider information to DPR, claiming that the former CEO of Mt. Gox has allegedly leaked his real name to the Department of Homeland
Wow.
Security. Albert Pacino. For $500,
Four.
he positions himself as
Four
a DEA spy,
personas.
providing insider scoops on the ongoing Silk Road investigation. Death from above. He
Five.
threatens to expose DPR's real identity unless he's paid $250,000 in Bitcoin. But DPR doesn't seem to take too kindly to blackmail and calls his bluff. Either way, Force manages to steal hundreds of thousands of dollars. from the
Five
Silk Road
different
kingpin. And
personas.
like Bridges, he tries to hide the money trail and bounces the Bitcoin around a variety of wallets and exchanges. But the amount
But
of
that
money
doesn't
he's
work.
moving is suspicious. Then one day, Force hears a rumor. Dread Pirate Roberts might have been found. The Baltimore Task Force receives an
Oh.
official stand-down order. The FBI team in New York has beaten them to it. For Force, it's bad news.
Because he's
Really
got
bad.
all this stuff
If
where
the agents
he's
manage
being
to arrest
secret.
DPR on his laptop, they will definitely find his chats with him. In a panic, he messages DPR.
My informant, Kevin, is certain that you are going to be identified and caught. You are like one of my family, but I have to tell you that I have had several people killed who were sent to jail. It is very easy and cheap. I trust that you have destroyed all messages, chats, etc. between us.
Force never finds out if DPR did.
Yeah.
On October 1st, 2013...
And they
Force
caught him in the
was
library.
arrested
My
in a
fault for
public
spoiling, bro. Like, I've heard this story before. I didn't realize I
library in
did.
San Francisco.
Goodness.
While he's distracted by 2 agents, another manages to snatch his laptop.
But
from
yeah,
him.
they
He's
didn't.
still-
Fern didn't cover it. Like he was being secret. Like he was being secret and everything, and trying to like hide in the library and stuff. First off, why was he in the library? He wanted to be in the library because he wanted to be on public Wi-Fi. Number one, that made no sense because he was in the middle of the library according to Visual Venture. Like they just snuck up behind him. Like it was like the dumbest like catch ever. Like he was actually just out in the open. Like it was like going to the middle of zone in Fortnite, not building. Like that's how dumb he was.
Logged into the
Allegedly,
Silk
I don't know. I
as
mean,
threat
that's
pirate
kind of what I
robots.
got the vibe
The
from.
site is shut down almost immediately. The FBI sees all data from its servers and confiscate the 144,000 bitcoins found in Old
Which
Bridge
is a lot of money.
At the time, they're worth between 60
Yeah.
to 18 million dollars. Just under 1 million users are locked up forever. 1 month and 3 days later, Silk Road 2.0 goes live on the dark web. It was launched by admins of the original site who were still at large. Carl
So
Fern
insane
is
that
there as
it's
one of
like
the heroes who
1
brought
month
down
and you
Dread
try and
Pirate
start it
robots.
over.
His sting operation and the resulting fake assassination helped build a strong case against Ulbricht, painting him as a bloodthirsty kingpin. For a while, Force thinks he's gotten away with it.
But
With his newfound fame at the DEA and hundreds of thousands of dollars of
Yeah.
crypto sitting in several wallets and exchanges, he starts to get
he
cocky.
starts to try
He
and
keeps
take some
triggering
out.
anti-money laundering checks on services like Venmo and exchanges like Bitstamp
Yeah.
when he moves or liquidates his Bitcoin. When his accounts get flagged, he tries to bypass the blocks by throwing his DEA agent status around. Eventually, Bitstamp support asks him why he's logging into the service through Tor.
I utilize Tor for privacy. Don't particularly want NSA looking over my shoulder.
This reply raises more red flags,
Because
and
it-
Bitstamp contacts
yeah.
law enforcement, and they promptly kickstart an investigation into
Against
Force.
him.
Meanwhile, he becomes more and more brazen. Without his boss's knowledge, he begins to work as the de facto chief compliance officer for the crypto exchange CoinMKT. Using his authority as a DEA agent, he instructs CoinMKT to freeze the balance of a user's account and tells them to transfer the $337,000 to a government account.
Interesting.
Then he transfers $300K of those funds to a private wallet. To cover for his crimes, he creates false reports to mislead his superiors,
Oh,
claiming that
man.
only $37K had been seized.
Okay.
Shortly after, he sends an unauthorized Justice Department subpoena to Venmo, ordering them to unfreeze his personal account, which had been frozen due to suspicious activity. Every move he makes becomes another
But that's
breadcrumb
just
in the
like-
investigation against him.
Yeah,
making the
'cause,
money
like-
trail easier and easier to follow.
Okay, the end. Chapter 5.
By spring of 2014, a massive investigation into Force is in full swing. At its center is IRS Special Agent Tigran Kambarian, an expert in cyber and digital currency crimes. Under his guidance, a team of agents unravels Force's transactions. They track his finances by carefully analyzing the blockchain, a public ledger of all Bitcoin transactions. Combined with the data that was recovered from Silk Road servers after the takedown, a picture begins to form. The funds
He
from
made it
Silk
way
Road are
too
first tracked
easy.
down to specific wallets, then to specific bank accounts. But to the agent's surprise, not all were owned by Force. When analyzing the outflow of Bitcoin from Silk Road, they noticed that some of the transactions lead to his partner.
Interesting.
Bridges had since liquidated his 20,000 Bitcoin for $800,000 and attempted to hide the money in a variety of offshore shell companies. What the special agents thought to be an untraceable currency actually left a clear trail leading right to their doors. The ongoing investigation into Force and Bridges is intentionally suppressed during the trial against Ross Ulbricht. The jury never hears of their corruption before DPR is convicted. He
Okay.
is found guilty on 7 counts and gets 2 life terms plus 40 years without the possibility of parole. In March
2015,
both Force and Bridges are arrested. Force is charged with money laundering, obstruction of justice, and extortion. He gets
Yeah.
6.5 years and a $340K fine for stealing more than $700,000 worth of Bitcoin. Bridges is charged with money laundering and obstruction of justice. He gets 6 years for stealing more than $800,000 worth of
He
Bitcoin
stole
and a
more.
$651,000 fine.
Wow.
One day before he's supposed to report to prison, he is caught while apparently trying to flee the country. He had just stolen
Yeah,
another 1,600
I remember that
Bitcoin
part.
from a government wallet, earning him another 24 months. Curtis Green originally faces a maximum sentence of 40 years for his cocaine and trafficking charges. But because he
It got
was real
dropped
tortured and fake murder,
down.
he was ultimately let go with time served.
Yeah.
In 2025, President Donald Trump signed a full and unconditional pardon for
Oh.
Louis Albrecht.
I didn't know that part. Well, I mean, that was last year. That was very interesting. I didn't realize it was like a story I've already heard from Visual Venture, but yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Make sure to sub to the YouTube, follow the Twitch, StoryofMike with 2 eyes. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, I did. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.